welcome to Salubrious Skin with Dr. Irene. Today I'm talking about menopause. Is it a disease or is it normal? Now, every woman dreams of the day they no longer need their period. I know that premenstrual symptoms are common, period pain, heavy bleeding, which sometimes can stop you from doing your day-to-day activities, or anything in between. So we can experience things around the period or before the period or even after you've had your period. And so a lot of times we just think, well, what's even the point? If I've finished having my babies or I don't want to have children, why do I need this period? And the reality is that when we naturally go through menopause, there is a change in the way our body works. So today I'll be talking about menopause and whether it's a disease or a natural physiological process. Okay, so the issues that come around symptoms that can often present and be very disruptive to a woman's life include hot flushes, night sweats, depression, anxiety, stress and overwhelm, feeling isolated or wanting to avoid social situations, sleep disturbances, feeling cold, dizzy, dryness. Now, dryness can be on the skin, eyes, mouth, or other regions, low libido, fatigue and lethargy, skin irritations, and, as I said, dry skin. Now, as a Chinese medicine practitioner, we see this stage of life indicating deficiencies. The body has had a period every month for a period of time. And if we haven't replenished these deficiencies over this period of time, when we naturally go through this menopausal state, then it identifies these deficiencies. So simply taking HRT is not going to address the issue, because the whole point is that a woman has reached that time in her life that hormones will start to naturally decline. So to add hormones into a woman's body is actually opposing what nature wants to do. So we look at what these symptoms identify and how we can address them. So typically we say a lot of these symptoms stem from yin deficiency, but we can also have yang deficiency. So hot flushes and night sweats are yin deficiency. Dry skin or skin irritations usually a yin deficiency. But if we feel cold, or if we have cold hands and feet, or if we feel dizzy or lower back pain, that's more of a yang deficiency. There's also liver qi stagnation, which is all centered around the emotions. And this commonly is present in women that have had a lot of PMS. So experiencing PMS while you're having your period will likely lead to liver qi stagnation being an issue when you go through menopause. Also, there can be a disharmony between the heart and the kidney. And what we mean by that is it can upset sleep and cause emotional disturbances, fear. Night sweats is also part of that process, and a bit of yin deficiency as well. So Chinese herbal medicine recognizes what deficiencies are presenting, and then there are herbs that improve upon these deficiencies. And there's also acupuncture points that are great for this as well. So in addition to this, there are things that each woman can do to improve their situation and try and manage the symptoms of menopause. So diet's a big one. If you have yin deficiency, you'd be eating nutrient-rich foods, so a lot of veggies and fruits. And protein's also really important. So tofu and legumes and meats, fish, all that sort of stuff. Now, yin is also rejuvenated through eating barley, millet, string beans, asparagus, dark-coloured beans, blueberries and mulberries, seaweed, eggs, and dairy products, if dairy products are okay for you to consume. Duck and pork is another one that is actually very rejuvenating for yin, and also keeping very well hydrated. Drinking filtered water and drinking warm filtered water, even in summer. You know, obviously room temperature is good in summer because the room temperature is a lot warmer than in winter. but ensuring that the water we drink has some warmth to it as opposed to cold straight from the fridge. Now, you might desire cold things to counteract the hot sensations, or a lot of my patients talk about feeling hot, so they need things to cool down. So wanting to have cold things might be something you're drawn to, but it's not great for your digestion. The digestion wants warmth. It doesn't want cold, so it's important for you to keep the warmth in your diet. Now, if you want to increase blood, so blood and yin go hand in hand. When we have yin deficiency, we'll often have blood deficiency. So foods that improve blood include whole foods, meats and poultries, stocks and soups made from bone, so bone broth. Also, you can add a little bit of vinegar into the soup with the bone because that actually extracts the marrow more efficiently. So a little bit of vinegar is quite good if that's okay for you to consume based on your general dietary and health situation. Marinated meats, stewed casseroles is a great one, especially slow cooking. Using a slow cooker, that's great because it keeps a lot of nutrients in there and also maximizes your body's ability to manufacture blood from the food you eat. Also, egg yolks, legumes, grains, green leafy vegetables, beetroots. Red wine has been known to improve circulation when it's consumed with food. So drinking red wine on its own, not necessarily great, but if you're having it with a meal, it does seem to exhibit circulatory benefits to our body. And also there's a post-menstrual soup that I recommend to my patients. So this is something that women can have after their periods, but also certainly beneficial for women going through menopause. And that is basically boiling a whole chicken and adding vegetables and herbs and putting that into a slow cooker. And vegetables can be carrots, mushrooms, shallots, sweet potatoes, yams. Longan fruit is something that Chinese medicine practitioners recommend, and a lot of Chinese know that one. And fresh ginger is also great for warming the dish. And drink the stock with the meat. If you don't want to eat the meat, then you just drink the actual broth, and that's fantastic. It's great for repairing gut lining and also great for general digestion issues. So that means you'll receive the nutrients more efficiently, which means your body has the building blocks to generate more blood. So that's what the objective is for that. Now, it's important to avoid things that will generate heat. Now, alcohol is a big one. I said red wine before, but alcohol is one of those things that patients always tell me creates a hot sensation. So if something's going to create a hot sensation, then it's best to avoid it. Sugars and other inflammatory foods will also generate heat in the body, and they will lead to increased hot sensations and sweats, so they're best avoided. Meditation is a great way to regulate emotions, and I know this situation's quite challenging because you kind of don't feel like yourself, and that's the liver qi stagnation that is instigating that. Meditation can help with regulating your liver qi stagnation. The other thing is acupuncture is fantastic to do that quite efficiently, and usually patients comment about feeling a lot better within 2-3 weeks after doing regular treatment. And also meditation will help with having a restful night's sleep too. So when you rejuvenate your yin during sleep, you're more likely to rejuvenate your yin to lead to less hot sensations and sweats. So that's it for me today. I know it's not really skin related, but certainly menopause generates skin concerns. Also, anything around our hormones and hormonal balance and irregulation can certainly exacerbate our skin conditions if we have pre-existing skin conditions. And so it's something that I thought was important to share, and also highlight the fact that menopause is natural. It's a natural physiological response to the changes we go in our life. So it's just like saying, well, I've got my period, menarche has occurred and it's my first period, let me take something that stops my period. You wouldn't do that. You know that it's essential for your general health and well-being, and you would encourage regular menstruations, because that helps with the ebbs and flows of hormones throughout your day-to-day. So it's important to recognize the importance of that with menopause as well. Now, as usual, shoot your questions over to me. I'm always so excited when I get people emailing me personally, which is great, or putting it on the podcast below the comments area. You can email me at info@salubre.com.au. Now, we do have some teas that might be beneficial. The Tranquility, we have had a lot of people comment about helping with their hot sensations. It wasn't necessarily formulated for that, but by improving sleep, we are rejuvenating yin. So an indirect way, that might be something that's beneficial. So give it a go and let me know how you go. And you can always check out our other teas at www.salubre.com.au. Bye for now.